The exclusive statement that I got from the Garden Grove police, there was approximately 4,000 to 5,000 people at most. There was not 20,000 people there.
The hotel ballrooms where the event was scheduled could hold a maximum of 1,000 people. Tanacon had sold 4,000 tickets.
What's going on?
There was no permit for this event, and they were filming the whole thing. Why were they filming the whole thing? Was the whole point of this to make a documentary and to sell it to Netflix or sell it to somebody? The second it happened, he got on a plane and left. Why would he say that?
You know what's funny? Is so Hunter, my videographer, has been filming stuff for my YouTube channel, right?
The last scene with Bella and Tana.
And Michael's videographer Phil came to him and was like, everything you film is ours, we own it, we will do everything to get it. You can't have any of your footage, it's for our documentary, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, what? Like, all of these influencers that, like, Michael manages, like big influencers came up to me and they're like, we knew this was gonna fail from the beginning, like, but they were too afraid of him to tell me before I fucking vote.
He lied about the capacity size of the hotel. He lied about background checks and security.
The hired private security at the event could not handle the crowd.
Last thing I want to do is throw anyone under the bus. I'm risking my career by potentially throwing someone under the bus that I work with, and I don't want to do that. Every piece of footage, I'm going to put the documentary out.
Own all the footage, even Hunter's. Like, is that true?
Yeah, we not obviously like it was never like a we own every right to everything from outside sources. Yeah, we just wanted to control it because we wanted to make a documentary on it, you know. So like,
right. It didn't make sense to me before I even talked to Tana or anybody. That venue is so small. Like, it didn't make sense.
The Marriott told me to my face that it will hold right around 4,000 people because we were doing all the ballroom space, the main ballroom, lobby, the restaurant basil we had bought out for Saturday meetups. For the record, we are looking into litigation against the Marriott. This has cost me everything. Well over $700,000 on the event alone, not including Tana's reputation, your reputation, all of our creators. At the end of the day, Marriott fucked us over.
We're not blocked off from the rest of the hotel at all, so I feel really bad for the actual guests that are here.
We're 100% going with litigation against the Marriott. A separate line that was for non-purchase tickets, because I think there may
list that somebody sent me, your assistant sent me, of the people that RSVP'd for my meet and greet. It was only like 390 people, and the girls I met today that showed me proof that they did RSVP, their names weren't on the list. So everything just seems so confusing, because I'm like, people are confused about is like all the lies. It's like, oh, we had really good security. Like, no, you didn't. Oh, we had background checks. Oh, we had multiple lines. Like, no, there wasn't. It was just one line. Oh, there was like a crazy mob of angry 12,000 people. Like, no, it was probably mostly people that did buy tickets, and like there wasn't really any free tickets. Like,
have you seen anyone with like a regular free badge? Everyone's had VIP that I've spoken to.
Into this?
like, I am the sole owner of Good Times. My money is everything, I guess.
How old are you?
21.
How long have you been doing this?
I started my business when I was a 17-year-old high school student. I first called Tana. I called her and was like, let's fucking do it, girl. If the Marriott believed that we couldn't do it, they should have never, ever, ever, ever let that happen. And also, like, for the record, everyone's talking about refunds. I don't even have the money from the ticket company. The ticket company is holding funds. Like, Tana's telling people she spent hundreds of thousands of her own money. No. She didn't. Not $1. Why the fuck would anyone do this on purpose?
I think the time of protecting Tana is over. It's the goodie bag thing. That was another big thing where people were just like so mad because it was told, oh, this is going to be quadruple the ticket price, is going to be awesome, and it was like...
Frankly speaking, this is another... Oh my god, this is another thing that pisses me off and breaks my heart. Like, basically, Tana and I did not meet a lot of the time. Tana would basically give us all these things to deal with. I'm going to meet 5,000 people. How the fuck is Tana going to sit there and meet 5,000 people? But Tana would be like, the gift bag is going to be 4 times what it is. The event's in 2 weeks, Tana. What? How are we going to do that? I can't order product from China or here or where to get it into a goodie bag in time. I can't call a sponsor to give us that in a week. You can, Tana. Maybe you can call such and such and get free makeup to put in every gift bag. Help us. You just tweet, we have to abide by it. Oh, well, the meetup groups are going to be this way. Okay, great. Now let us go back and reschedule everything and try to fix it out in and out. Like, that's not how business works.
Why, mahalo, bitch. Mahalo. Aloha. Mahalo.
And, like, we're sitting here being like, we have a month to do this, Tana. You are in Hawaii?
He's too young to be organizing anything that big. And also, Tana is too young and too irresponsible to do anything.
But maybe let her know that, like, the creators are probably disappointed too. Like,
yeah,
and like to see her out partying after, like, there are thousands of people crying in their hotel rooms and she's just fine in her Gucci boots out partying. Like, that's, like, why do people look up to that? That sounds really mean, but like...
I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
So I feel like 5,200 is a good number.
It would be really, really cool too to have people like outside waiting to get in. Like people love to be oppressed outside.
Yeah.
Like, why do people look up to that? That sounds really mean, but like.
They're just like, I waited in the rain. Like they love that shit. I love that shit.
What the fuck?
And they like want to watch influencers arrive too. They're like, like they're going crazy.
What I want to say to you is, I don't think you had good intentions, and I don't think you know that. Because the true intention of it was revenge.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing VidCon.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna pull up at Tanacon.
They're so close that a fan could literally like go see some Joey Graceffa Escape the Night shit like in the morning at VidCon and like come over to our convention. They could like hop back and forth.
And they definitely will.
And was fuck VidCon.
You're assholes!
Oh yeah.
Like, why do people look up to that?
Oh
Yeah, super fucked up.
I didn't know that. So I watched pieces of your video, the long one that you posted, and I agreed with some.
Stupid and spiteful. It was so stupid. Planning my convention the same days as VidCon was so stupid and petty, and I never thought it would end up like that.
And in all honesty, you used power for like not good. You used it to get revenge on VidCon. I don't think you wanted anything bad to happen. I don't think you wanted any kids hurt. Like, there's a lot of people saying that. You didn't want that.
I didn't want anything bad to happen, and I wasn't even in my mind sitting here being like, I want bad things to happen to VidCon, whatever. I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted it to be good.
Want it to be better, you would have planned it better, and you would have been more involved. You wouldn't have been on vacation in Hawaii.
We're in Hawaii. Mahalo, bitch. Mahalo. Aloha. Mahalo.
I'm not surprised because it's you, right? So it was a joke. Like, it was like, there was no booths, there was nothing to do, there was like no real food or water.
Yeah, no food. Yeah, there's no food.
We have nothing to eat.
The planning was bad. The lineup was weird.
As featured fucking creators who paid to come to an event that didn't have a separate VIP line, there's a possibility we may not actually get in.
I think once tickets started selling and once people started being like, we love Tana, we love Tanacon, that became less important. It was more about like, oh, people are on my side, and people are never on my side, and they're finally on my side.
I love that shit. I do want you to know, but it doesn't fucking matter that I sat in meeting after meeting after meeting with them, still deciding things like, I want this panel to go at this time, I want these people to do this, I want this kind of booth, I want there to be food and water, I want there to be great security, I spent so much time, but it wasn't good enough. You can't do it in 2 months, you can't do it when you're 20 years old and you have no experience in this industry, and you're right. Like, if I really had wanted it to be as good as I'm out here saying, I should have planned it in a year, and I was dumb and impulsive for doing it in 2 months.
Before we talk to Michael, I'm gonna give you a heads up. He's very much defensive, but then he is saying things like, she wasn't really hands-on with planning, or if she was, it was too late.
Straight up, that's not true. I spoke to Michael every single day, and he would tell me, if you want it to happen, we will make it happen.
It's not 100% official, but we are 70% have a little pump for your birthday.
What? And I was under the impression that that space was perfectly fine for 5,000 people. I went there, I toured the venue. He had people from Anaheim, Marriott, whatever the fuck, speak to me. They were telling me that that space is fine, that big room and all of the ballrooms and all of the space in between. And I asked him over and over and over and over again, 5,000 people can be in this space, right? There's plenty of space for 5,000 people. We have plenty of security for 5,000 people, right? We have plenty. We have the best security team. We have the best space. We have the biggest space, right? And I will say that to his face if you want to call him.
But it doesn't make sense because it doesn't line up. So if somebody at the Marriott told you that, and now he's suing the Marriott.
Why is he suing the Marriott?
Because he says that they lied to him about capacity. So that's what I'm trying to understand. Because if it's
I wouldn't hold those people, but I also know fucking nothing about planning conventions or anything like that.
Yeah. So like, I think we're in a good capacity. I mean, we could drop it to 3,000 if we wanted to instead of 5,200.
What are we gonna?
The night of all of the fucking Tanacon bullshit, did you really go to the party?
I went to my networks thing to talk to people from my network. Like, I went inside. It was my network's event, Studio 71. It wasn't like a random party. I was just talking to all of the interns and stuff there because a lot of them are mad. Everyone around is like, go outside, go meet these international fans, go outside, go to Studio 71, talk to the fans outside, talk to the people inside, let them know that you're gonna fix it, whatever.
A lot of people are mad, but for
you know, the right reasons. I get it. So I'm gonna fight for a fucking bigger, better Tanacon next time. I don't care if it's in 10 fucking arenas, okay? With every police force in the United States, because I love you. You were just very reassuring to me that everything was going to be fine in the hands of the things that I couldn't control. You know, I can only do so much. What am I gonna do personally? Background check every security guard. You made me feel like you had that done, Michael.
And we did. Like, we hired the only security team that was there.
And I get word back that you're telling people that it's just people in shirts, that it's not even good security.
You said something earlier. You mentioned you might lose your house and like you're gonna go bankrupt and all of that. You said that Tana told her audience and told everybody that she was putting a lot of her own money in this, and you said that's not true.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, like...
Explain me saying I'm putting my own money into it. Because whenever I've talked about that, I've talked about the investments that were like made. You told me we're in this together, this is our money, I'm investing it here. And I also don't understand the bankruptcy thing. You've told me one thing about the way that you make your money, but every single person you manage has told me that like it's your mom's real estate money and you have plenty of it and you've scammed them and that, like, fuck, Michael, the shit that your clients have told me over the past 2 days, I can't get out of my head. Every single one of your clients that went to Tanacon came up to me at my birthday party and told me they were too afraid to tell me that you were gonna fuck me over, that they get fucked over by you constantly, and that I should have listened to everyone who told me not to work with you, and that like on and on and on and on. Every single one of your biggest clients told me how much money you've taken from them, how much you've hurt them. Like, I name them, I'll say their names. Like, if you want me to, I'll ask them to ask you. Like,
yeah, I would love to.
So why does every single one of your clients tell me that 6 months ago they knew that you were gonna scam me? That 6 months ago you stopped working on all their stuff just to make money off of me?
No one wanted to. Tana, what are you talking about? Like, you know that I loved you. I trusted you, and here we are in this situation. Like, you want to point blame at me, but
I'm not pointing any blame at you. It's my fault. It was my convention. Like, I put my name on it because I believed in it, and it fucked up, and that's my fault. I'm not putting any blame on you. I'm telling you what people told me about you. That's what your clients are telling. No, I didn't say you scammed your parents. I said you have money from your parents and you've been scamming your clients according to them.
If I did, I wouldn't be filing bankruptcy, Tana. Like, the only thing that went wrong was the additional people outside. The inside.
That's not the only thing that went wrong. The gift bags were fucked up. The inside was fucked up. There should have been more food and water. I'm not supposed to know how much food and water go into a convention. You promised me you knew all of that because you ran conventions. There's so much more wrong than the people outside, and that's the first problem, that you think that that's the only thing wrong.
It's not the only thing wrong, but let me speak. I have to pay rent in 2 days, and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it.
Well, that's not true. You have 10 clients that you make so much money from because they're all telling me how they're not getting any of it.
That is not even remotely true. Like, I cared about you and I loved about you.
But that doesn't change the fact that so many people waited in the sun getting sunburns, getting fucked over because I thought that everything was good because you told me it would be good. You're sitting here telling me I'm not investing my own money into it, but I wasn't profiting. Every dollar that I was going to make was going right back into Tanacon. You know I wasn't profiting. You know I wasn't making any fucking like money from this.
I know, Tana. Listen, when did
and then you lied to me over and over again.
How did anyone lie to you, Tana?
There was no food, there was no water. We sat and looked through things. I gave you an itemized list with 10 people watching of every single thing that was supposed to be in the gift bags, and you assured me they would be there. And then it comes out that it's condoms and stickers. No, I didn't. Sitting at my house. Hunter was there. Hunter, did I not tell him what I wanted in the fucking gift bags months prior? Like, Michael, you told me that they could be 4 times the ticket price. I asked you and you said yes.
The documentary footage, like, I was there. We'll find out. Because, like, Tana.
And now you're like, we'll find out. Like, what?
Tana, what are those 10 things that add up to $200?
A merch shirt inside. I told you I wanted to do lip gloss. You told me you would reach out to makeup companies. I wanted to do glitter cheese. You told me you'd reach out to Lemonhead and get glitter. Like, I can sit here and tell you every single itemized thing because I did it. And then you told me you wanted to handle all of the legal aspects of it. You told Jen that. You told Bella that. Dude, Bella will sit there and tell, like, straight up tell you that the second you walked in her house, Bella was like, you shouldn't fucking work with him. Like, that he's not gonna do any of that. He's gonna fuck you over. Everyone on her team was terrified.
I flew out weeks early to go to the hotel to plan. You came once.
You told me not to go to, that I didn't need to go. What would me walking through 100 times do? I don't know anything about that side of the industry. You do. I trusted you.
To know everything that you wanted, like it's your event. Yeah.
I told you every single thing I wanted, and you told me it would all happen. And I didn't find out until at Tanacon that it wasn't happening. The night before, you told me there was plenty of food and water. We get inside, where is the food and water? That sucks. You realize that that's my name attached to that. Security is my biggest concern. Will there be 91? Literally all of the people on the security team were telling me that there was around 40.
I staffed a $100,000 security bill.
I work security for Tanacon. We got little me.
Plenty of security for 5,000 people, right? We have plenty. We have the best security team. We have the best space. We have the biggest space, right?
And you're telling me that was 91 guards?
Bro, those guards were
Those
nowhere.
guards were
Every
fucking
time I looked.
garbage.
I need to go speak to the police chief downstairs.
20,000 people, 20,000 people, 20,000 people has been the number that you said this whole time, and I'm finding out that it might not have even been that.
They sold too many tickets, and they can't fit all the people in there. And all the free people are in there, and the people that paid can't get in.
Remember when I went to your room and said, Tana, look outside, we need to make a decision. Then I came back and said,
but what am I supposed to do, the creator, in that moment? I've never ran a convention. What am I gonna do? Huddle all the people together? You told me you had that on lock. You told me.
this is your convention too.
Michael, you were fighting with fire people and Jen, and there's videos of that. You were doing a lot. You were still segueing around doing random shit that night too. I went to Studio 71 to talk to the people from my network to ask them what the fuck to do. Because I don't know, should I have another venue tomorrow? Should I keep trusting Michael when he keeps fucking me over? I don't understand anything. And you still have not answered my last like 10 questions to you. You just keep diverting the subject. Like, what does me going to the Studio 71 party have to do with the fact that you told me there was 90 something guards and there was 30? What does it have to do with the fact that people were outside getting sunburns and you were telling me that everyone was being let in fine?
Before everyone kind of came, which was all at once, everyone was funneling in smoothly. That's why the inside was going great.
But I see videos and I don't think that. I don't think that people were funneling in smoothly. I think that you were just telling me that.
Okay, well, I have the video footage, and I will show it to you.
But I've seen the footage from my fans who I clearly want to trust more. Look at the sunburns. Look at everything.
Listen, I'm gonna jump in for a second. 100%, it was never running smooth. Okay, like we have to just cut the shit with all of us. It wasn't ever running smooth.
From what I saw, yes, backstage, on stage, doing all the things, everything looks smooth. But when I see videos of people fighting with security that you hired, telling my fans that no one wants to meet them and to go the fuck home and pushing them and all that kind of shit, that is where I do look to you. You told me they were the best. You told me.
And don't get me wrong, Tana, I'm just as pissed about security too. We just had a conversation internally, actually, after I got on the phone with Shane, that we might see repercussions against the security team too. We were pissed at them.
But it just doesn't seem like everyone on your team either really is having those conversations internally, because every time I spoke to someone on your team on the side, they're like, you should have seen this coming. You knew that Michael was gonna do this, you know, whatever.
Who said that? Like, no, Cindy literally said I would get on a call and interview with Shane. The girl who was my right hand with me all the time said I would get on a call with Shane and Tana. Like,
Michael, it's so clear that your clients and everyone around you, I don't even know how to say this. Like, this is what I was scared of.
Here's the thing.
Are afraid of you.
Here's the thing.
And it sucks. They thought of, but of you fucking them over. Of you taking money, of you doing shady shit.
I've never stolen $1 from anyone. Ideas.
I'm not talking about ideas. I'm talking about everything you promised me. They're not.
We got pumped for your birthday.
Everything you said would be there. But Shane is right. Like, we're both fucking young and dumb as fuck, and we should have never been in the position to do this, and now so many people are fucked over, and that's what matters.
This,
don't get me wrong.
What I'm gathering from this, listen, even if it worked, okay? Even if there was no issues, no drama, no whatever, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
There's no way that 5,000 people could fit there.
Right.
There's no way that 5,000 people would have had a good time. You both knew this wasn't gonna work.
But what is capacity?
The hotel told him 1,200, but obviously
In like the main ballroom. I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
I can also kind of just like set no capacity and then just be like, okay, we're gonna sell it out when we sell it out.
I mean, because I feel like there's a chance.
Everything about this was a failure. It was everybody's fuck up, and it should never, ever, ever happen again. And this situation, we're so fucking lucky that nobody was hurt. We are so lucky.
When all of this happened, I said, I let Tana down. And I cried my fucking ass off. Then I let all the fans down and I'm gonna lose my house and my career. Like,
Come on. can't sit and sulk now. We gotta go. It's go time. Simple as that.
I'm gonna be ruined forever.
No, Michael, we gotta make power moves right now.
All we can do is apologize and try to make it right.
If that is the one thing that we can agree on, I agree that it needs to be made right. Hearing all this shit about fire marshals and police and all that fucking everything that was going on, everyone and their mother was blowing up Michael's phone, and he was nowhere to be found. Off for days.
He stressed that he had it under control the entire time. In reality, he never did have it under control.
And we're finding that out.
And that's now we're really realizing, because me and Jordan, like Tana's manager, both had this gut feeling about him. We both knew, but Tana was so confident in Tanacon, he was gonna tell her anything she wanted to hear to make it happen.
He made me feel like trying for this was like, you'd be fucking stupid not to.
They're gonna be like when the golf cart drives by, they're gonna be like, oh my god!
Michael walking into my house like covered head to toe in Gucci and Chanel and all that kind of shit, telling me I'm rich as fuck and I did it by making conventions. My life is amazing because I made conventions. I can do this for you in a heartbeat, you know? I knew I fucked up, but a lot of people, including me, know how Michael really is, and his house is owned by his parents, or he rents it, or he's fine. Like, he's fine completely. But I think that when everyone's attacking you like that, you know, and lied to me, I think he puts on a facade of all these investors and this big company and whatever, but it's a young kid with mommy's money and some interns and clients that are afraid of him, so they operate in the ways that he wants to make him maintain this image. And I fell for the facade and the image, followed by the lies and promises about what my convention could be. He's not losing any house. He's not going bankrupt on this. He's not doing any of that.
We filmed it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. They have been so adamant from day one, like, we're gonna make a fucking documentary about this. We're gonna sell it, full screens and Netflix and whatever, you know, where people subscribe. And I've said from day one, I don't love that idea and I don't wanna do it. I wanna make a video for my YouTube channel. And I had Hunter following me around the night before Tanacon. They come to him, all the footage is ours, all of your footage is ours. You can't touch your own footage, like, it's all ours. We wanna make a documentary, we're gonna make a movie out of this.
This is 40 feet long of staging.
Okay.
3 feet high, which will come up to right here.
Wait, this will be
The whole thing is stage.
Wow, that's gonna be a fat ass stage.
Yeah.
I wanna see what that looks like as well.
40 feet, 16 feet deep, 3 feet tall.
That's fucking nuts.
Big
Also,
stage.
is the lighting cool? Like, when I'm sitting here asking him every question about everything, and he's trying to say that never happened.
Tana and I did not meet a lot of the time.
You okay, can't? Cause where did I?
This is a perfect example of him trying to look bougie and professional. Whoa, it's like big. It's very big. It's tall. It's very big. I'm sitting here thinking it's a lot of space. I was under the impression that that space was perfectly fine for 5,000 people. I went there, I toured the venue.
The FF Lounge, whatever they. I have nothing.
Do they want a talent lounge or do they want?
Beats me.
We should figure that out.
Yeah, I've asked Jen.
Whoa! That was like a conspiracy moment. What the fuck? This, okay, listen, I'm not trying to drag this kid, and he's not here to defend himself during this moment, but like, that was crazy. You look like you were in charge of that shit. You were
I
like,
asked him on everything, but that's
look into that.
what I want you to know. For everything, I did that over and over and over and over and over because I didn't fucking want this to happen, Shane. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Straight up. Holy shit.
We have that entire spot in the parking lot.
Okay. See, this is him telling me because the parking lot is going to be safe and secure.
It's for registration. We have the whole parking lot. Yeah, to do like, we're gonna put the registration booths out there so it keeps traffic out. Because this is, frankly, 5,000 people is a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like, you see the space. So we gotta make that work.
Why would I do that?
See?
We're gonna have
See? See?
I literally don't want to walk on this concrete and
See?
see where tunnel check-in is.
5,000 is a lot of people. We gotta make that work. This outside is where the lines are gonna be. Outside is for registration.
I haven't even watched this footage yet.
Yeah, neither have I. Straight up, neither have I.
Oh, the G-Wagon limo is the shuttle?
Yeah.
The G-Wagon limo is
This is me itemizing every single detail.
And
we were like, bar inside of it.
And then he just said I didn't meet also. That I never met, I never did these details, I never did that. You're seeing that I cared about every detail, yes? Like, I'm losing my mind.
This is the craziest thing I've ever been a part of.
We can look at it.
I want to go to more of me asking him questions about capacity, security.
Security's tight.
You were just very reassuring to me that everything was going to be fine. Plenty of security for 5,000 people, right?
I staffed a $100,000 security bill.
He lied about the capacity size of the hotel. He lied about background checks and security.
He was going to tell her anything she wanted to hear to make it happen.
Security's tight.
All the way up to the green room. So this is where I was actually going to have a career party. With the cool space.
And that got canceled. That was a lie. This is also us sitting here like 800 to 1,000, finalizing things.
You know, you've been to like how many conferences everyone piles towards the front of the room. Like that main stage room is going to be packed regardless. Like
a mosh pit.
But a safe one.
Yeah.
But a safe one!
Literally, I want.
Please! Good times, like a mosh pit. Tana, but a safe one. I am so happy you were seeing this footage. God, I want to throw up. God, I want to cry. God, I want to...
Point. Another thing that everybody's talking about. The idea that there was actually no free tickets.
Which is so fucking insane to me. Because I have been told all the way up until right now of you walking in here that there is at least 4,000 free tickets. If there are less than that and more VIP tickets are being sold, where is that money?
4,000 free tickets?
Yeah, like 4,000 free, 1,000 VIP. VIP was always supposed to be the small extra. They could skip the lines or whatever. Obviously, 5,000 VIPs would never work.
But that's what you sold. You sold 5,000 VIPs.
If that is true, I didn't know that. Straight up. And I don't have any of that money.
I mean, we can look
He
at
was
it.
saying, you know, like, we've sold 4,200, but 3,000 are free. Do you get what I'm saying?
He said, we sold 5,000 tickets. We made $325,000.
Well, that's what
and
we
that
calculated.
money is going back into rent and this in the convention or whatever.
Well, because didn't the other girl too say like she didn't see anybody in line that had a free ticket?
Nope.
Everybody was VIP. So is the free thing just
bullshit? Scam?
We found a scammer who's putting something on. He's ripping everybody off. How you doing?
Scammer is so pissed at how well I'm scamming. I'm drunk. Can you just get this out of my...
It was never for profit. I wouldn't have had free tickets and $65 tickets if it was for profit. I've gone on a million tours and made money. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing this for money. I would have done it so fucking differently. It was for a statement, but I still wasn't doing it to scam anyone or make any money. Like that. I don't know.
The official number of VIP tickets sold was 5,108. The number of free tickets was between 200 and 300. They sent me a list, an RSVP list, and it looked shady to me. It was like, it was only 394
There's no way.
people.
Not a chance. There's no way.
What are your names again?
Lauren and Lindsay Gavornik. Gavornik.
Michael claims that Tana knew that and that she was lying when she said she didn't. And Tana still says she didn't. The number of security guards was never 91. I got a hold of the contract and it said that at most there was 25 security guards at a time.
Security's tight.
Now to put that in perspective, for most conventions, it's usually 50 guards per 5,000 people. So this was cut in half. The amount of money spent on security was $60,000.
I staffed a $100,000 security bill.
A hold of the contract between the Marriott and Good Times. And the contract stated that there was only going to be 1,000 people. And Michael signed it.
Why would I do that?
Now I talked to both Tana and Michael about this, and they both said that yes, the contract might have said 1,000, but everybody at Marriott told them that that was just a safe number and that 5,000 was okay. And here's the final thing, the money. So the amount of ticket sales is roughly $325,000. Now all of that money is currently being held by the ticket company, Veeps. Now Veeps is new and they've never done a convention before, so Tanacon was going to be their first. And because Michael really wanted to seal the deal, he signed a contract with them saying that if anything went wrong or tickets needed to be refunded, the funds would have to come from Good Times.
I don't even have the money from the ticket company. I was shaking violently.
And Michael signed that contract. And then Michael explained to me that he is Good Times. Just him.
I thought but of you fucking them over. Of you taking money, of you doing shady shit.
how many people work at Good Times?
He wants to make Good Times seem a lot more than it is. In reality, like I just said to you, it is him, his parents' money, and a bunch of interns who are afraid of him. You know what I mean? Maybe like 10.
Well,
you
if
know?
he's...
But Michael's very quick, like the investor said.
Which means that he is personally responsible for finding $325,000 to give refunds.
I don't even have the money from the ticket company.
And that's what's sad too, is Good Times is just Michael, his parents' money, and a bunch of interns that are afraid of him. Straight up.
Is there a way?
So I want to give a final thought on all of this. I don't think Michael's evil. I don't think Tan is evil. I think they both fucked up. Everything about this was a failure. It was everybody's fuck up, and
Tanacon is fucking bullshit.
That sounds really mean, but like.
I love that shit.